Welcome to Study Loop.
Okay, question 9 is saying that there are three firms in this city, a firm A, B, C, and their initial pollution level are the following units, and their cost of reducing pollution by 1 unit are the following numbers. So the government now they want to reduce pollution to 60 units. So it gives each firm 20 tradable pollution permits. So we have question A and B. I think it is easier to understand this question if we answer question B first. Okay, so question B is saying that how much higher would the cost of pollution reduction be if the permits could not be traded? Okay, so now if the permits could not be traded and each firm only has 20 permits. So let's say for firm C, since they need 20 units of pollution and then they also have this 20 permits. So their cost of reducing pollution is zero because they can use the permit to pollute the environment. So they don't have to pay extra money. So the cost for them is zero. But for firm B, say they need to pollute 40 units, but now they only have this 20 permits. So 40 minus 20, they have extra 20 units of pollution that they have to get rid of by themselves, and their cost of reducing the pollution by 1 unit is 30. So 20 times 30 is 600. So they have to spend $600 to eliminate the pollutants. So for firm B, the cost will be 600 if they cannot buy extra permits from others. Okay, so same for so for firm A, they need 30 units, but now they only have 20 permits. So there is this extra 10 units that they have to deal with by themselves. And the cost for them to eliminate this 10 units of pollutant is $20 per unit. So in total, they have to spend $200 in cleaning up the environment. So in total, the cost of pollution reduction, if we sum all these three firms up, will be 800. So the society as a whole has to spend $800 to clean up the environment. Okay, so now we can answer question A. Question A is that saying that if now these 20 tradable permits are tradable, who will sell and who will buy? There are actually many solutions to this. So now I just provide one. So suppose now a firm does not trade the permit, so it stays the same. So it also needs 30 units of pollution, but it only has 20 permits. So the extra 10 pollutants they will deal with it by themselves. So they spend $200. Okay, but now for firm B, since it is very costly for them to reduce the pollution by themselves, so they want to buy this extra 20 units from firm C. So then if they buy extra 20 units from firm C, they can have 40 units to pollute. So they don't have to deal with the pollution by themselves. So this 600 goes away. So as long as they have to pay less than 600, they are willing to buy the permits from firm C. So let's say so maybe the permit is $25. So this is the price that firm B and firm C will trade. So for firm B, they only have to pay $500. They pay this $500 to firm C, so then they can pollute the environment. They will do this because 500 is less than 600. 600 here is what they would have to pay if they pollute by themselves. But now they only have to pay 500, and then buy the permit so then they can pollute the environment. And why would firm C accept this? Because now they got this $500 from firm B, right? But they lose their permits, so they still have to pollute the environment by 20 units by themselves. But it is cheaper for them to deal with the pollutants because 20 times 10, they only need to pay $200 to deal with these pollutants. They need to pay this amount of money, so I draw a minus sign here. But then they have this extra $500 revenue paid by firm B. So in total, they still have positive, so 500 minus 200, they still have this positive 300 revenue they earn from selling this permit. So at the end, firm C is happier, and the firm B is also happier because instead of paying 600, now they only have to pay 500. And firm A is indifferent. So under this scenario, um, the total cost of pollution reduction is going to be 200 because it's okay. I will use green. 200 for firm A because it's the same, and then zero for firm B, right? Because they can pollute whatever they want, and then also 200 for firm C. So the total cost of uh, pollution reduction is 400, which decrease. This 400 is smaller than the original 800. So this tradable permit is actually a good policy.